Is it true that in Soviet Russia, adults let children sleep out in the cold? Between the 1950s and 1970s, it was widely practiced in Soviet Russia to leave children outside to get fresh air and sunlight. This practice even continued during the winter. During the rule of the Romanov family, the early rulers and their descendants did not go out much and consequently had weak immune systems. In the 1930s, Russia battled a serious outbreak of tuberculosis and could not recover, making it clear that the next generation had to get stronger. So that the next generation could be born with stronger lungs and respiratory systems, they began exposing babies to the outside environment from infancy. The practice was so popular that children who could not walk were brought in cots to sleep outdoors to acclimatize them to the outside environment. Sometimes, those verandas or open areas were also heated with wood fires. Some of the elderly who belonged to the 1970s remember them being taken outside only in their underwear, while others remember being washed in ice water. Exposing children to sub-zero temperatures made them immune to common illnesses. How did people maintain dental hygiene before toothpaste? Before toothpaste, there was tooth wash powder. People would wet the toothbrush and dip it in the powder before brushing. Still pretty modern. Even before that, people cleaned their teeth in a different way. People would remove the residues from between the teeth with personal toothpicks, usually made of metal. Obviously, these weren't disposable like modern wood or bamboo ones. Instead of using toothbrushes, people would wipe their teeth with pieces of fabric or use tooth sticks, twigs, or pieces of root of aromatic and fibrous plants. People would chew on one end of the twig and brush this end on the teeth. An example of such sticks is the licorice root, used in southern Italy in the old times, which also perfumes the breath. Also, certain leaves can be used to clean and even whiten the teeth. An example is sage. A sage leaf is rough enough to remove the bulk of the buildup, plus it perfumes the breath and slightly whitens the teeth. Has anyone before modern technology tried to go to the moon? Yes. Wan Hu is a legendary Chinese official who is described in the 20th century Common Era sources as the world's first astronaut by being lifted by rockets into outer space. The crater Wan Hu on the far side of the moon is named after him. Wan Hu's pioneering spacecraft was built around a sturdy chair, 2 kites, and 47 of the world. Come to launch day, Wan Hu, the Chinese astronaut, dressed himself in his imperial finery. He tied the rockets loaded with gunpowder under a chair, then sat down and ordered 47 servants, 1 per rocket, to light them. There was a powerful explosion, a cloud of smoke rose, and there was no trace of Wan Hu.